What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. We got some really good information out of Infinity Ward today. If you don't know, they actually released a trailer for the Onslaught DLC, and there was quite a bit of information in there. I'm going to go through it piece by piece and tell you kind of what I think and what I observed. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, you should definitely check it out. I'll put a link down in the description of this video so you can actually watch that. And then once you're done with that, come on back and we'll talk about it a little bit more. First of all, I want to talk about kind of some of the overarching themes. They have a new system where they actually have unique kill streaks for each of the map that you can earn using field orders, and I thought that was really interesting. I think that was probably something they had in mind for the original game. Each map would have a different field order and kill streak associated with it, but it probably is one of those things that got kind of time crunched out of the game. But I thought that was really interesting. I also found that they had a good mix of maps in this one. There was some really small stuff, there's some really big stuff, so it'll be really interesting once we can get our boots on the ground and start playing these things to see how it compares with the maps that were shipped with Call of Duty Ghosts. So let's start off with the fog map. This thing looks pretty cool. It's really creepy. It looks straight out of like an Evil Dead movie or a Halloween movie, even maybe more. And it's got a really interesting kill streak that you can earn with a field order. You can actually become Michael Myers. So if you're not familiar with the Halloween movie series, he is actually the main bad guy. He's kind of the supernatural baddie who walks around usually with a butcher knife, but in this he's going to have an axe. So you're going to be able to run around kind of similar to the Maniac, it looks like. And the coolest part is that the Halloween theme song will be playing in the background for all the players. So everybody will know that Mike Myers is on the map and to look out for an axe-wielding murderer. I thought that was really interesting. The map itself has a lot of what look like camping spots. So it's overwhelmingly a very foggy map with kind of this rolling mist on the ground. There's a lot of grassy areas. It's very dark. There's actually these abandoned cabins that are covered with moss. It looks like you're going to get a lot of campers on this map, so that could be a problem. People camping just to become Michael Myers. We'll see what happens with this map, but it definitely is an original idea. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the creativity involved here. The next one is Bayview, and this one is actually a mid-sized map set in a boardwalk town. So if you imagine kind of like a West Coast boardwalk style town, kind of like a small town community, that's what you're getting here. It looks to have some plaza style kill boxes as well as some long lines of sight. It even has a trolley running through the map that can actually be used to set a sentry gun on, which I thought was pretty cool. So basically you can set your sentry gun on this thing and it'll roll through the map, killing anybody that it comes across. So it's a mobile sentry gun. I thought that was pretty neat. It should be good for all types of players. SMGs and shotguns can stick to the buildings. ARs and marksmen can use the long lines of sights. And there's even some some buildings for the sniper rifles that they can kind of camp out in and play an Overwatch. If you complete a field order on this map, you can actually call in an artillery strike from these huge naval destroyers that you can actually see on the edge of the map in the water, which I thought was pretty cool. The third map, Containment, is a map set in Mexico, and this is a large map meant for long-range combat with marksman rifles and snipers, but Infinity Ward says, don't worry, you know, you can still run and gun. There'll be plenty of flanking routes, so guys with SMGs can kind of run up behind kind of camping snipers and get behind them. The special field order for this one allows you to detonate a nuclear missile that destroys anyone in the area. So it's not going to destroy everybody on the map, kind of like a chem strike would, just a smaller area, which, you know, should be kind of cool. Finally, we have Ignition. This one is a remake of Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. So if you like Scrapyard, you're in luck here. You're going to get a remake of that map. This one's going to be set in Florida. It takes place at a NASA-style launch facilities meant for, you know, those big spaceship-style missile launches. And it's going to be a small map, which will provide a lot of close quarters combat, a lot of SMGs, a lot of shotguns, and this should make people who have been complaining about the size of the maps in Call of Duty very happy, because it's apparently going to be a very frenetic map and a lot of fun. And finally, the field order for this one is going to be you're going to actually be able to launch the missile in the middle of the map, and you'll burn anybody who's near it with all the exhaust and the flames coming out the bottom of the missile, which in the trailer looked pretty cool. So I'm excited to try that for the first time. Finally, I think one of the most important things that they're doing this time around is adding new guns to the game. That'll allow us to really get new experience on all the maps, as opposed to just playing the new maps with the same guns. And the new new gun for this game or this DLC is going to be really interesting. It's actually a hybrid assault rifle and sniper. It's really an assault rifle called the Maverick, but you can put an attachment on it that will convert it into a sniper rifle, and it'll have a really unique scope that really looks futuristic and pretty cool looking, and that's pretty cool, you know, that you'll be able to, you're getting 2 weapons in one here, and I like that idea. That should be a lot of fun. Finally, there's also going to be some new extinction content. There's going to be 2 new enemy types, a whole new map, and it's going to be story-based, so it'll be part 1 of a 4-part series that happens over the next 4 DLC packs. So that should be pretty interesting if you're into extinction. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.